More radioactive waste is accumulating in North County. Why the EPA is more concerned about the West Lake Landfill this morning.
Our final day of extreme heat and humidity is here, but we turn our attention to cooler weather this weekend and a chance of storms tomorrow.
Countdown to demolition.
It is incredibly bittersweet.
I was hoping you'd admit that.
Yeah.
What's next for the Chesterfield Mall in its final days?
The stage is set for our local athletes. The 3 St. Louis Paralympians going for gold in just a few hours.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning. It is Thursday, August the 29th. I'm Randy Knott.
And I'm Michelle Lee. You know, we've been keeping our eye on some real big traffic issues this morning. Let's head over to Paul Cook, who's been keeping an eye on the roads this morning for us. Paul, what do we know about some of these incidents?
Working to get more details. We had a car fire here on 6440 going westbound. Now, this is a camera at Clarkson Olive. I still would not wait to that road to go ahead and make a detour. We want you to make the detour here a little bit further to the east, which would be 141 to Conway. But let me get you some details here. Car fire, at least one vehicle, highway shut down. This is not an exit. This is on the highway. You can kind of see the picture here at Chesterfield Parkway. The delay goes back past Clarkson Olive, and you're seeing folks been trapped in this one since about 5:05 this morning. Go ahead and take that 141 if you can to Conway, and a lot of folks use that anyway because volume can get pretty heavy in this area. Also still seeing the exit blocked at 44 in Fenton going eastbound at Bowles due to a charter bus that had a little accident. We'll have more traffic coming your way soon, guys. Let's talk about the weather right now. Oh, improvement coming?
This weekend. Yeah,
right.
Today's still hot and humid, but I wanted to show you this beautiful sunrise over the arch this morning. Yeah, we're getting that first hint of daylight. And of course, I always love to show you those beautiful colors in the sky. We do have this final day of a heat advisory in place for today until 7 p.m. And then after that, we go towards storms tomorrow and then a cooler weekend on the way, but drying out as we head towards Labor Day. Still hot and humid today. The heat index will be up near 100 and into the triple digits for several hours, just like it's been for the last few days. But unlike the last few mornings, we don't have rain around this morning. It is a dry start, and it should be for today. The rain arrives tomorrow. We'll talk about that and the rest of the holiday weekend. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
New this morning, a man is recovering after his car caught fire on Interstate 70. Just take a look at this video here. This is what's left of his charred vehicle. The crash happened around 1:30 this morning near Cary. You can see he drove off the road and onto a grassy patch. The interstate is back open this morning.
All right, the time now is 6:03, and hours from now, North County communities will get some answers about the cleanup progress at the contaminated West Lake Landfill. Diamond Palmer is live in Bridgeton this morning with the open house that is happening tonight. Diamond, what do we know?
Yeah, Michelle, well, we know that this open house gets underway this evening at 5:30 right here at the Machinist Hall in Bridgeton. But locally, we also know that advocates of victims of radioactive waste have been trying to find solutions for these folks for many, many years. So the nonprofit Just Moms STL is one of those advocacy groups raising their voice and continuing to do so. They actually have been raising their voice and advocating for the compensation from feds for area victims with the Radiation Exposure Compensation Act, or RECA. So let's break down how we got here. During the 1940s is when St. Louis played a significant role in making the world's first atomic bomb. Uranium was used to make the weapons, and the radioactive waste was then stored and later contaminated various sites, including, of course, the West Lake Landfill and around Coldwater Creek. So far, EPA officials have taken over 1,000 samples, and over 400 contaminated materials have been found in that landfill so far. So here on your screen, you can see the information about tonight's meeting. It all gets started at 5:30 here on St. Charles Rock Road until about 9 p.m. at the Machinist Hall. The presentation portion will begin at about 6:30, and this questions and answer session will begin at about 8:30, closer to the end of that meeting. EPA officials will also discuss their final steps in this cleanup process. We know that all of this process started this year in March of 2024. That landfill is about 200 acres big, and in recent years, the EPA officials say they really underestimated just how much contamination was inside of that landfill. Reporting live here in Bridgeton, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Diamond. This morning, there is growing concern among parents in Chesterfield after a movie theater manager is arrested and charged with multiple felonies, including statutory rape.
On Sunday, a girl under the age of 17 and her parents told police that 43-year-old Joshua Jung's abuse began in April. And according to charging documents, the abuse allegedly happened at the Marcus Cinema in Chesterfield, where Jung was the teen's manager. He's also accused of abusing her at Bluebird Park in Ellisville. Right now, investigators cannot confirm if there are more victims, but Jung is in jail on a $500,000 cash-only bond. And this morning, more victims of former Riverbend middle school coach Dustin Cowsert have come forward. He's charged with 6 felony counts of sex crimes with a student. The Merrimack Valley District says Cowsert was placed on leave before school last year and has since been fired. But if you need to make a report in this case, you can call the Franklin County Sheriff's Office. That number is on your screen, 636-583-2560.
New this morning, a shakeup in the Jefferson County library system. According to our partners at Leader Publications, last week, the library board voted unanimously to fire executive director Tony Benningfield. The library board would not comment as to why he was terminated, only saying that it was a personnel issue.
The clock is ticking for Chesterfield mall retailers when they have to officially close up shop before demolition begins.
All right, this gets it off to the bus stop this morning. Dry weather, but still hot and humid. Numbers in the 70s to start. We're headed to 97 this afternoon in St. Louis, and heat index values over 100. We're back to talk about a better weekend on the way.
How about a better morning right now? Take a live look at Riverview Gardens High School, where we are inside with the band and the cheer squad. Looking so great this morning. Travis Cummings is live there to also tell us what's new this year thanks to voter approval. We're back after this.